Okay, so this is part two. If you remember the first part, we covered how to mark it public, how to save it, how to create the initial room or use wall by wall. One thing that if you realize this screen over on the right changed, before it looked like there was a grid and a nice blue sky, and then afterwards there was wood and white walls. That's because you are now, as long as you drew your room around the person, you're inside the room. So if I click this button, if you notice, it also switched from plain view to 3D. You are now in the 3D view. So that means that you are in the eyes, looking through the eyes of your little person on your screen. Okay, so you can click the wall and kind of drag around, and this is how you will look around your wall. You can also use your arrow keys on your keyboard to move around the space, move between walls, or you can use these arrow keys on your actual screen. I just find it's a lot easier to use my my keypad arrow keys, but I know sometimes those don't work. So let's go back to the plain view, or what we know as our floor plan, and let's look at the tools on to the left. All right, so you have the search button. So once you start decorating and you need to find a certain item, this is a very good tool to use. We're going to start with building. I'm going to click that. This is where your columns and beams, wall moldings, wall openings, doors, windows, skylights, mechanics, railings, baseboards, cornices, which are like your, not your baseboards, but the crown molding. And then you have stairs and roofs. Right now we're going to focus on doors. We're going to look at the door we want to put on our space. So if you notice to the left, you have more options, especially if you're looking for a specific type of door. You can go ahead and look here. And then I'm going to scroll down, and I like this big window type door. All right, so you can see it'll kind of automatically click to a wall. You can choose whichever wall you want to put it on. Most of the time it will turn. I'm going to actually put it on this wall back here. Try to get it in the middle. All right, so I clicked, placed it. Now, this means that if I'm walking into this room, the doors will open outwards. If I want to change that, that way, I click this button. Now the doors will open into the room. All right, for this room, I'm actually going to have it open outwards, just so I can put more things inside the room. All right, and then again, if you want to clear out of this, you want to choose a new item, so on and so forth, remember, hit that escape button on your keypad and it will clear it, and now you're free to move around, click on whatever you need to. I'm going to take my little person, I'm going to take the little circle, turn him around, and if you looked right here, now you have these nice glass doors that he is now looking at. If you want to look at it close up, back up, make sure it looks good in the space, you can again click on this button or the 3D button, but I find that sometimes for a quick check, this little window works fine. All right, next we're going to look at the catalog. So the catalog has all of our fun stuff in it. It has living room items, bedroom items. This is all the furniture, decor, everything like that. All right, this is what we're going to get to in part 3, but continuing part 2, this is where you can change the flooring. You can change the wood floor, you can change the tile, mosaic, you can change the walls for wallpaper, stuff like that. So when you're working on the walls, naturally, you're not going to be able to see it if you choose it in this way. So this is when moving to that 3D view is super important. So when you go back, click on wallpaper. Let's click this flamingo because it's going to look pretty wild. You can scroll over. I clicked on the wall. You can also click on the wall beforehand. And it has changed all of my walls to this very busy, high mass flamingo wallpaper.